What's up, Dreamer Tribe? What's up, world? I am Bianca, and today we are going to be talking about Nintendo's newest and official Pokemon accessory, which is the Poké Ball Plus. One of the most asked about questions when it comes to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is whether the Pokeball Plus is worth it. Now, the answer to that depends very much on whether you want to complete the Pokedex and complete the Master Battles or Master Trainer Battles in the game, considering that the only way, as of this moment, to obtain Mew is through the Pokeball Plus. But apart from that, do you really need the Pokeball Plus? Now, if you play Pokemon Go, this little accessory is really helpful, considering that you can capture Pokemon in the Pokemon Go with just a click of a button. You can also quickly hatch your Pokemon eggs with this without opening or staying on the app. You can multitask on your phone or tablet, and you can also this also allows you to spin the Pokestop automatically. Now, if you don't play Pokemon Go as much as those that do, then the question really ends up being, how useful is this in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? Now, people may think that this is just a toy, but it actually is a controller for the game. It's one of the options given to you as a means to control your character and play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Having said that, the Pokeball Plus only has two buttons and the joystick. Those two are the top or the red button over here, which is used to cancel selections, and then the joystick button, which is for confirming selections in the game. Now, there is another control you can use in the game, which is shaking the Pokeball Plus in order to open other menu selections or other buttons corresponding to that menu selection. Apart from that, sometimes you actually have to just press the confirm button or the joystick button, as it is called, for you to make a selection in the game, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time, compared to when playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee on handheld mode, this is far easier to use than that alternative. Having said that, the Pokeball Plus doesn't weigh too heavy, nor does it weigh too light. It feels just right when you're holding it, but when using for a long time, you can get cramps from using it. And also because you have to grip it a certain way and hold it a certain way in order to ensure that you will be able to throw it accurately, or to do that throw motion accurately. It can get quite difficult to use at times because of that, and it may take quite a while for you to get used to how you're supposed to hold the Pokeball Plus. Another thing about a Pokeball Plus that I find really cool is that you can actually hear Pokemon sounds coming from the Pokeball accessory, as well as other sound effects that you would otherwise hear from the game, especially if it's quite noticeable, especially if you're playing on tabletop mode. It also provides different lights apart from the sound, and it's noticeable whenever you're trying to catch a Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Now, when it comes to Pokemon Go, like I've said, you don't actually have to keep looking at your phone if you have the Pokeball Plus, since this notifies you of whatever it is that is happening in the game. For example, if there is a Pokestop nearby, it will notify you by blinking blue and then blinking in different colors to tell you that it is spinning the Pokemon stop. If you don't have any more spaces on your backpack for the items from spinning the Pokemon stop, you won't be able to get those items, and the Pokeball will notify you by blinking white once. Whenever there's a Pokemon nearby, it will also blink green and keep blinking before steadily staying in that color to notify you that there is a Pokemon. Now, when that happens, you only have to press a button. It doesn't matter if you press the joystick button or the top button. When you do that, it will blink white 3 times before it gives you the a red light if it fails to capture the Pokemon, or it gives you that multicolor light to signify that it has captured the Pokemon. If it blinked white once and then red, that means that you ran out of Pokeballs to throw in Pokemon Go. And the complaint I have with that is that it only uses the standard Pokeball in Pokemon Go. So if you run out of that Pokeball, regardless if you still have the Ultra or Great Balls in your backpack, you won't be able to use those, and you won't be able to capture any new Pokemon unless you spin a Pokestop and you get new Pokeballs in order to capture in the future. And that you can't change that setting. You can't tell the Pokeball Plus that it could use the Great and Ultra Balls in your inventory. I haven't found any settings for that yet, so I'm not sure if that will be a feature that will be made available in the future when an update rolls out. But I do hope so, because that is pretty annoying to deal with. Another good thing about the Pokeball Plus accessory is that it is easy to connect to your Switch and to your mobile phones if you're playing Pokemon Go. You actually only need to go to the settings, just click the setting, click the Pokeball setting there, and it'll automatically pair with your Pokeball Plus. As long as you have the Bluetooth on, you need to have your Bluetooth on your phones. And also, once that is set up, it only takes one button press or one tap on your mobile phone in order to connect the Pokeball Plus with it. And the same goes for trying to disconnect this accessory. Now, apart from that, you can also use this to transfer a Pokemon from your Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee into inside the Pokeball, and you can walk around with that Pokemon, similar to, I think, how the Pokewalker works. If the Pokemon you put inside here, you can't actually use it in Pokemon Go, but it does help you in some way or another in that application. You get to obtain items you would normally not be able to, apart from transferring Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go. I mean, transferring Pokemon from your Pokemon bag to Professor Oak, like the candies, the Pokemon candies, the stat candies, stuff like that. And it's pretty useful. You can your Pokemon, whatever Pokemon you put inside the Pokeball Plus also gains experience. So if you want to level up a Pokemon quickly and efficiently without you actually doing anything, then this is a pretty useful accessory for you to have, especially if you're trying to evolve certain Pokemon that can only be evolved in high levels, and you ended up capturing its base form at a lower level than you would have liked. Then leveling those up is made easier with this. As for the battery life, I have been using this for ever since the game has been released, and I have not yet needed to recharge it. Apparently it has 8 hours battery life, but it seems much longer since I have been playing the game non-stop. Well, I had to stop, you know, sleep and eat and work and stuff like that, but it doesn't seem like that's the maximum battery life. But the initial charging, it does require a 3-hour initial charging, and for the Pokeball Plus to get a full battery the first time around. The neat thing about this is when you connect it to its charger, it will give off the Pokemon Center chime. It's quite surprising, especially the first time when I charge it and that happened. It's pretty cool. It's a cool addition to this already cool accessory. So, do you need a Pokeball Plus accessory in order to play Pokemon Go? Well, you could play the game without it. It's not really that important unless you really want Mew, because again, you can't transfer Mew from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Let's Go. It's not possible as of this recording. There is no other way to obtain Mew. Mew cannot be obtained in game, and the cool thing about this Mew is that you can transfer the Pokeball Plus Mew into your game as early as after you turn to Professor Oak to deliver a parcel. You can use Mew at that point. Mew starts off as level 1, so you can have your entire Pokemon adventure in Let's Go with the Mew. You can have Mew as the Pokemon that trails after your avatar in the game, which is again really cool. The Pokeball Plus accessory is useful for those who constantly play Pokemon Go, who likes playing the game, and of course, if you're a fan of the Pokemon series, then this is a must-have item. Otherwise, you can live without it actually, but if you can buy it, then buy it. It costs $50 standalone, but if you buy the game with the Pokeball Plus, you get $10 off. I think it's just $99 for the game and this accessory. So whether you want to buy this or not, I would not pass up on the Pokemon Let's Go game. It's actually pretty fun. I am writing my review on that as of this moment, and I can't wait to share my thoughts, my review regarding this game that is quite surprising, considering how people, you know, dissed on it prior to its release and all the news that came out prior to its release. I'm really having fun with the game and with this accessory. So that's all we have for today. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, dream on, fly on.